right. Hey. Hi, Cancerian. Welcome back. All right. So, because we're in front of this backdrop that looks like the inside of an Egyptian temple, and I always think of a temple as a nice metaphor for, like, our heart, our soul, not so much the big thinking brain, but more like that innermost self. That's kind of like the space that I'm going to operate from, where we're going to ask, so what's going on with our characters here deep down? If they go into their inner temple, how do they feel about something? What's the inner self say? We have a Six of Pentacles upright. We have a Queen of Wands upright. So character number one, we're going to ask this of each character. Character number one, deep down, it's as if they are feeling pretty much like they've got a lot to give, and they would want to give to something. Queen of Wands is somebody feeling attractive, feeling stable, feeling confident, feeling like they choose wisely for themselves. And with the Six of Pentacles, they feel as if, yeah, I choose wisely for myself. And on top of it, I have a lot to offer. I love the confidence in this first character. They're feeling pretty darn like they're giving, but they're also in their power, Ooh, wow. Empress. This is somebody saying, oh my God. And King of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. This is somebody saying, somebody better snatch me up and marry the heck out of me, because look at what I got going on. I'm ready for something committed. I'm ready for something real. And yeah, I want someone who comes in who is completely stable and completely head over heels in love. This character is under no confusion about what they want, what they expect. Spoken like a true Queen of Wands, but they're ready for the real deal. They're ready for long-term commitment. They're ready to be to be held and told that they're amazing, and they want to do that in return for someone that they view as their partner, but they want commitment. This is a mature person who here's the thing, they're not like, oh my gosh, I need somebody to love me. They're like, what do you mean? I'm freaking lovable. Who wouldn't want a piece of this? Heck yeah, I want someone who's going to be there. Heck yeah, I want someone who's going to be my partner, who's going to be my person. Oh, sweetheart, this is I just see you down there. I'm not doing any more reads tonight. This is just for the Cancerian zodiac, okay, honey? Sorry, you missed the live session. I was live for 2 hours earlier tonight and did some free reads for subscribers, and I love that you guys were there. Thank you so much for popping by and hanging out with me. But this one's just for Cancer, okay? Sorry to disappoint. So this lead character, we also have the Tower and we have the Ace of Pentacles. They are of the opinion that it's like, yeah, for the right person, the right set of circumstances, I would be willing to even change a lot of things in my life to accommodate a connection with someone else, to accommodate that love, that romance. Yeah, I would do that for the right person. Even if it meant moving, even if it meant adapting my lifestyle. Yes, I would do that for the right thing. For the person who would do it for me also, right? Ace of Pentacles is like, we've got a mature individual who says, I'm I'm aware that at this phase of my life, it would be delightful to have someone who stands right there beside me, not because I need it. A Queen of Wands does not need it, but they're like, what do you mean? Life is better shared. Why not double our potential, double our available resources. Three of Wands is in the upright. This person is all about the future. They want a future that looks different than the life they have been living. Not that they're dissatisfied. A Queen of Wands is never dissatisfied, but they're just of the opinion that they're serious. They want to be in a serious commitment. So let's go and let's talk about person number two. I'm not sure who is who, and I wasn't going to try to define it, but in a lot of the zodiac reads that I've done, some of them have been defined. So let's see. For person number two, wow, deep down, how do they feel? They feel like the lovers. They feel like they'd like to come forward, like they're interested, like they like the option that they see with this person. We have a Three of Coins and we have a Four of Swords. There's a belief that maybe I could be persuaded to want to build something with this person. I do feel as if this second person, if this is Cancerian, they would come across as someone who has been wounded in the past and they are just about done healing. There's still just a little bit of maybe work to be done, because I feel as if They might have had their life, collapsed by something that didn't work out once upon a time, and they're in that headspace and heart space now where it's like, I would like to I'd like to love again. I think I might like to work with somebody on something again, but there might be still just a little piece of me that says, but I want to reserve some little sliver of my own like time. Like I don't want to maybe this will sound crazy, but it's like I don't want to date somebody like 5 nights a week because maybe I still need some downtime to decompress because I still, maybe I'm in a little bit of a delicate place once in a while still where I don't want to be um over energized by someone else's presence. So it's interesting that they too are in a place where they want to welcome love in, but they have a little bit more reserve to them than what person number one does. Person number one is like full steam ahead, let's change life, let's do it all. Person number two now has the justice card. They are still, you see the shadowy rider behind Lady Justice. This is what they still hurt from. Maybe there was a Libra who did them dirty, or maybe it's just that kind of unsavory memory that, yeah, I promised myself I'll never like fully get lost in a connection. Maybe I gave too much once upon a time, and so that's why now I always reserve a little bit of myself. It doesn't mean I'll always do that. It just means that I really want to get to know somebody really well before I feel like I just let them completely into my world, because I want to make sure that I can trust somebody's going to be fair and just and do right by me. So I would say character number two is like once bitten, twice shy is their attitude. 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Yeah, character number two here has definitely, they still waffle between these moments of heavy-hearted energy, more for like I don't think that they're hurting because they miss one person and they're like, I wish that ex of mine would come back. It's more like I miss the innocence that I had once upon a time. I miss um the thing that wasn't, it was maybe a castle in the mist, but I regret the fact that that was kind of like a something that I bought into that wasn't necessarily, it didn't become what it was promised to be. And I got to let go of that disappointment. So it's different than someone who's sad because a particular relationship, like a person, isn't with them anymore. They're more sad about the circumstance. Like it's such a pity that you can invest in something, a dream of something, you think you're going to have it all and then it's not. That's where it's like, oh, that's a disappointment. But it's not a disappointment that our character is intending on holding on to. They're letting it go. Like every day they let it go more and more, to the point where they're just about wrapped up on that 10 of Wands. They're just about, because I think this person probably was also judging themselves, like, I shouldn't have believed in a fantasy or something, and now they're like, wait a minute, it's not my burden to bear, and I really am ready for new love. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Person number two is just about, well, not just about, they are done. They're done. It's a finished thing. We got an Emperor, we got a 7 of Wands, and we got the Chariot. So this is our Cancerian. Our second character is Cancer in this, because here's Cancer. They are, we've watched this character deep down. It's like we sat with them for, the last whatever 6 minutes of this, and we've watched their mind work through something, and they've said, yeah, I want a date. And if I met somebody, I would absolutely want to start working on something with an amazing person. Um, I'm not going to be, I've learned lessons from the past, and I've learned how to protect myself a little bit. And I don't want to make the same mistakes. And I don't think that I should have to carry a burden of a disappointment. I think I can let stuff go, because honestly, if there's an amazing emperor who comes in, I'm not going to put up obstacles. I'm going to go ahead and say, if if it looks like this person could be a match, I would move right toward them. Yes, I would. I would absolutely say, I'm super interested. I just want to go to at a pace that works for me. And I think this second character is very open. So what we have right now is two people that are both basically on the same page. One just a little bit more hesitant, but that's okay because the person that they are dealing with, or potentially will be dealing with, that we saw in character number one, is someone who is going to be so completely straightforward. Now, this could be a same sex couple that we've been talking about. It doesn't have to be. It could be reversed roles. We did see on the Cancerian side, we saw an emperor. So the Cancerian could um, like be someone who's looking for an emperor, but they could also identify as that. Meanwhile, on the other person's side, we had an empress. And so it's like they want to marry someone, they want to be an empress. But remember, I don't read for genders. So sometimes that just represents the complementary masculine feminine energy. And it's really about, like the sun and the moon. It's just about the complement. But we need to take a quick peek and say, so if that's how each character feels deep down, what is the mutual energy between these two, potentially? And they both came out sideways, which is a Queen of Cups and a Seven of Cups. So I don't know that I think these two have gotten anything off the ground yet. The mutual energy is question mark. Like, I could love you. You could love me. I feel like they're both in that space of like, I'm not sure. Hey, Brad, I'm so glad you're here. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read for you earlier tonight. I saw you out there and it was just right there at the end when I'd already done a cutoff, and I'm sorry I missed out on you tonight. We have a Five of Wands. Yeah, the mutual energy between them. Shilpa, so glad you're here. The reason I think we've got that Five of Wands as mutual energy is, yeah, they do have some things to work out between the two of them. I almost feel as if both of them are kind of like giving each other side eye. Like, are these two, what are their circumstances about how these two meet? Because I can't tell if this is like a blind date that they're going to be set up on, or, ooh, we got a Two of Cups. We got a Six of Swords, and we got the Chariot again. These two, it could be a love at first sight situation, and they're both like, what? No. No, this is too intense. No. Let me not jump into that and assume that this is going to be this, super intense connection. I just want to move forward with like solid growth. I don't want to assume that that person who I made eye contact with once and I feel like, electricity from head to toe, I don't want to assume that it's going to work. I don't want to get disappointed. I just want to move steadily forward and say, I would like to explore this. I think both of them are perhaps, I do feel like this is an unexpected meeting where it's like sparks fly. Maybe they meet casually, unexpectedly. I mean, they're both holding beverages here. They could be on a vacation when they meet. This could be like, I was just on a cruise, just having a 3-day little adventure cruise for spring break or whatever. And I meet this person and it's like, oh my gosh, this is electric. No, I'm so not going to assume that this is electric. We're going to part ways. And then if things come back together, if we pursue each other, then we'll see where this goes. It kind of seems like that, like both people are, it's not that they're mistrusting of it, because character number one is very much like, I'm ready for something serious. Character number two is like, I only want something serious, but I don't want to assume it's going to all work and be perfect. I want to build on it slowly so that there's trust involved. I kind of think that because they both want the same thing and it is electricity all at the beginning, and the fact that neither one is shying away from it, even though there's just a little bit of like, I just want to go slow enough that we build trust. I think this could work for these two. This looks pretty amazing. It's sweet that they've got the electricity, and then they also are going to put it into a realistic flow so that it doesn't have to just be like a flash in the pan and then it falls apart. Cancerian is the one I think who is setting the pace and saying, okay, well, if this is so awesome and we're really going to make this work, then I guess we'll figure out ways to see each other, won't we? All right. I kind of feel like Cancerian is not like saying, oh yeah, whatever, I don't believe you. They're like kind of almost challenging this person in kind of a fun way. Really? You like me that much? Well, then that must mean that you want to see a whole lot of me. So how exactly are we going to make this work? They could be kind of flirty and kind of fun and just put the person a little bit in the hot seat, kind of to see, do they really mean it? Are they really trying to make plans? Do they really feel what they say they feel with me? Not because they're necessarily like, oh, I don't believe you, but more like, I'm not going to get disappointed because I hope that this person's for real. I'm going to let them show me if they're for real. So I don't know. This just feels like both people, though, instead of like sabotaging, they're going to lean into the connection. I think that's what I like about this one. Anyway, you guys. Oh, Carmel, that's awesome. Well, I wish you nothing but the best, sweetheart. Anyway, you guys, that's what I've got on this one. As I always say, I am a fictional storyteller, not a psychic. So I'm not going to tell you how your life is going to go. Only you'll decide that. Anyway, I always hope that everybody chooses whatever is right for them. And thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me. I'm sorry, you guys, your video came out so late this week. I was gone a little bit in the middle of this week. So you guys, still going to try to get all zodiacs out on the 12th, but some of them probably roll over to the 13th also. So you guys, thanks again, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you do enjoy the channel, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. It helps my channel to grow and lets me know that you guys enjoy it for what it is. Take care, everybody. Thank you for popping by. CT Smith, so good to see you, honey. I am delighted to see everybody here tonight. So late, too. I know this is a super late one for me. It's almost 2 a.m. So I'm going to sign off. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. Oh, good night, Tammy. Good to see you.